Okay, now.
What?
It double clicked.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight will be another Poison Studio cast by myself, Blasian, Poivia, how are you, Poivia?
Hi. I'm
And our guest
Sarah.
caster, Aisu.
Hey.
Um, Aisu is just going to be joining us tonight because Poivia is kind of sick and she cannot talk
And I'm not a good.
that much, so Aisu will help me with the cast tonight. And here we
Yeah.
go, we're going to see the and the matchups tonight are actually going to be between. What's the team name? Sorry, I suck at this. Seraphic Nexus and Quiet Vacuum Pumps. And we see the first ban by Seraphic is a Cassidon.
Yep, I'm on the Echo. The Echo's there again. Headphones on it.
We see Cassidon being banned straight up, and we were just talking about this as he can snowball fairly well. And what's your input on that, Aisu?
Cassidy once he hits 6, generally lots of mids can't keep up with him, as you can get free poke with his silence. He can roam really easily because he has huge mobility, but he's weak in his early levels, and some champions can counter him, but not many. So he's a strong ban right now.
Yeah, and we see Kha'Zix and Dr. Mundo also getting banned by I keep forgetting the name. Sorry about that. Seraphic Nexus.
It's in the match details.
It is too. Oh my god. And we see Kha'Zix is also a very strong assassin in the mid lane. He will be nerfed fairly. No, I think was his nerfs already applied, or is that next patch?
I don't know of any Kha'Zix then. I don't think. I'll check right now. Yay.
And we see Mundo, also a very strong top laner, being banned out by Seraphic. And we've got the bans for Quiet Vacuum Pumps is Jinx, Vi, and Yasu. Jinx, a very heavy push AD carry. She probably is the best pushing AD carry there is. And we got Vi, also a hard initiate lockdown jungler as well. And Yasu, a very hard scaling mid laner, AD assassin to be precise. And we see Seraphic Nexus picking up Thresh. Thresh is a very strong pick in support right now. Probably one of the better supports in the current meta right now, as aggressive supports is being picked up. We see Lee Sin and Elise getting picked up. Either one of these can go top lane or jungle. I'm assuming it is going to be the Lee Sin top, as he has played top more. And Elise, a very strong pick right now in the jungle, as she is very strong at counter ganking. She has very good early game presence, and she can give a lot of CC early with that stun and some good mobility as well. And we see Udyr getting picked up, probably one of the only junglers that can stand up to at least in the early game. He is a very strong early game jungler, and also a Tryndamere. And what do you think of that Thresh pick for Seraphic, Aisu?
Thresh is good because he can initiate fights. It works well with a lot of team comps, mainly because of his lantern, and he has a huge 99% slow, which can lock down someone. I got invited. Oh.
Yeah.
His hook. Sometimes people take cleanse just to counter his hook because it's that strong. I think it's a 1.5 second lockdown. It's really strong.
Yeah. A heavy CC that can pick off a champion fairly well, actually. And we see Quiet Vacuum Pump's going to pick up possibly an Ezreal and Nami, and I think Ezreal might be a good pick for Thresh. What's your input on that, Aisu?
Ezreal can counter Thresh. He's against Thresh, right?
Yep.
Alright, Ezreal can dodge most of his stuff. Ezreal's E won't be interrupted by Thresh's Q, so that's also a good way to escape it. And even if he does get caught by it, he can also E out of the box. So Ezreal's a pretty strong ability.
And we see Quiet Vacuum Pumps picking up Tryndamere and also a Riven. I'm assuming Riven is going mid and Tryndamere going top. Tryndamere is a pretty interesting pick there.
In solo queues, he's picked a lot as a split pusher because if he gets ahead early, no one can really stop him. His invulnerability allows him to turret dive, like the person that does try to stop him. So
Yep.
people have to send people to stop him, while your own team is able to get objectives and pull ahead in team fights.
Indeed, and Vayne was picked up by Seraphic there as well, and very hard scaling AD carry. How does Thresh and Vayne match up go against Ezreal Nami?
Vayne has a really weak early game until about 6, where she gets a little bit of a edge with her ult and invisibility. Thresh is good because he provides a lot of protection for his ADC.
And we saw it there, folks. We see someone has left the queue, so we're just going to be going through
Stopping the stream.
champion select, and we should be fine. They should be entering very soon, and they're just going to re-enter here. I believe they did. I can't remember all the picks there, but they did pick up a Kale for last pick, I believe.
And they couldn't change.
Yeah, we'll just let them go through here, and yeah.
Once again.
So
Are those different band champions?
Yeah, they're different band champions. They're just quickly going through bands and picks right now. You see Vayne and Lee Sin as well, and Elise.
Yeah.
So we'll just wait for them to quickly go through here. So yeah, I think Thresh and Vayne are probably a much stronger lane.
Caliban 26.
Nami hasn't been picked. Oh,
Sorry.
it's alright. Nami hasn't been picked much because she's fairly squishy, and with team comps that have lots of tanks, they can just kill her in a few seconds, even though they're not really high damage dealers. With their Sunfires like Shyvana and Dr. Mundo, they kind of just walk through everyone, and Nami can't really protect her ADC that much. She has the bubble and the ult, but the ult will be tried to use to initiate.
Yeah.
It's fairly easy to dodge because it's slow, but she could land it with someone else's CC for like a combo. And the bubble is a fairly hard skill shot to land, so I don't think Nami's that strong. I think Thresh was a better pick.
Yeah, indeed. And its game will be starting in about 20 seconds here. We've got
And then we have
actually,
the 3-minute
it seems
lag.
to be, yeah, it seems to be a Riven versus KO in the middle. How do you think that matchup goes up?
I think Kale should win against Riven early on, especially with Kale's Q poke is pretty big. Once she gets like a few points in, at like level 5, to be able to poke Riven down easily. But Riven does have a lot of mobility to close the gap. Kale's ult, if timed right, she could block Riven's ult, which would change the fight completely. And
Indeed.
And then there's the bully build. Multiple.
Yeah,
They're the
we saw the
Dorans.
Dorans. We saw the 4 Dorans last time we saw
I
KO.
saw no point to it.
Kale's a very
Do I
strong
take the black hats off?
Take him off, yeah.
Ta-da!
And yeah, and KO can also protect any player on her team with her ult. So anyone that gets aggressed on by the Triple Bruiser team they have on the Seraphic Nexus team with Udyr, Tryndamere, and Riven, all probably going to be jumping on either KO or Ezreal there. She can ult to negate most of that damage if necessary. So that is a very good pickup in my opinion. And this could be very interesting.
Kale's W is also a slight heal and speed boost, which can help our own teammates initiate, like to just land that CC.
And we see, we mentioned it before, and Udyr and Elise in the jungle, both of them very early aggressors, and we do not gain much of a boost. Actually, they don't gain any boost at level 6, as Udyr does already have his 4th skill at level 1, and so does Elise. So both of these junglers do not scale past 6. Their mid game is the same as their early game, and in my opinion, Udyr does provide better damage, but obviously Elise does provide the better range and mobility, in my opinion. So we'll see how these guys match up. And we've got it's possibly Tryndamere versus Lee Sin. And how do you think of that, Aisu?
Lee Sin's actually a fairly strong counter to Tryndamere. One that Lee Sin's cripple can reduce attack speed, and that's a huge counter for like any melee ADCs, like melee carries. If their attack speed gets lowered, they become quite frail as they can't deal much damage, and they're very squishy themselves. He can also kick Tryndamere away when he activates his ultimate. So,
And he has
think
picked up
Lee Sin-
Ignite as well, so that is a good
Yes.
pickup against Tryndamere.
I think Lee Sin should beat Tryndamere in the early levels, but as Tryndamere scales to late, I think Tryndamere will scale Lee Sin harder.
Is it
yes.
normal for
That's good.
Tryndamere to have Ghost and Teleport?
The teleport is for split pushing, as I said before. Tryndamere is a common pick for solo queue to just split push the whole game because no one can really stop him. I think the Tryndamere will be aiming to do that, but he's taken teleport, so if a team fight does break out and he is needed in his team, he can teleport in on a ward. The Ghost is also good on Tryndamere as you can stay close to your the enemies and being able to get more auto attacks off, as he doesn't really need flash as he has an inbuilt ability that can jump a wall. That's a fairly low cooldown because if you get a crit, it lowers the cooldown by 1 second.
Okay, I'm having a technical issue with League.
And we are entering the skin battle now, so we're just going to wait for Poivia to...
I'm here. I'm just waiting for everyone to load.
Okay, I am spectating now too, so
Yay! Everyone's spectating! Okay, so far it's just Dragon Fist Lee Sin. Ooh, now everyone's here. Okay, so on the blue team we have Dragon Slayer Vayne, Spirit Guard Udyr, Demon Blade Tryndamere, Battle Bunny Riven, and a classic Thresh. On the purple team we have Dragon Fist Lee Sin, Victoria Celeste, Frosted Ezreal, Clay Nami, and classic Kale. So it is a 4v4.
Indeed.
Personally,
I think that the blue team has better skins as they have Spirit Guard earlier.
Yeah,
oh,
Spirit
but
Guard
I'm not a
is,
big fan of that.
it is a legendary as well, so...
It's an ultimate, which is 3.2k, which is twice the
Oh
price
yeah, that's
of
right.
Yeah, but I'm
And
not a big fan
Demon
of
Blade
that.
Tryndamere is also legendary, so
Okay, so I guess the blue team have it.
Yeah, and also Battle Bunny Riven is my favorite there, as... And,
Of
and also,
course
Poivia
it
did
is.
go to Supernova
Oh my god.
in a Battle Bunny Riven costume.
Oh,
Pictures will be posted later.
oh my god, no. There's no good pictures of me. Except for that one picture, but I don't even like that. You should dress
And-
up as someone next Supernova.
No, I don't think so. There's
Yeah.
no black people. Oh no, there's Lucian. Shit.
There's Simone. There's
Oh,
Simone
no.
from Durarara.
you could go as Pantheon.
And here we go. So,
Okay, you guys
game
are
is
in
about
game.
to start. And are you in the game right now,
No.
Aisu?
I will be in a second. Everyone's at 100%.
Yeah, we're just waiting for Kale.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, this is...
Didn't even notice Kale.
Yeah, Kale.
100.
Kale is loading with her toaster. Or
So
her
right now for
potato.
level 1 power, I think blue team probably has the stronger level 1, as they do have Thresh, as he is very good at picking off someone early on with his hook. Same with Udyr, I guess, if he picks up the stun. I really doubt it though. We've got also Riven can provide a lot of CC early with any of her skills really besides her dash, and she can be very disruptive early game. So we can...
Couple could pick up a call as they have. It's really good. Lee Sin does a lot of damage early game with EQ, and Ezreal can also provide a Q and an auto attack, so I think... No, it's
And
either way.
Nami can also
It's
disengage
as
as well.
fast.
Okay, so do you guys want to introduce
Yeah.
the teams?
Yeah, I'll introduce blue team. We got SNX Taingu on Vayne at the bot lane, and on playing Udyr is SNX Princess. I wonder if that is an actual female or just a male that has a princess fetish. And we've got SNX Superbugs on Thresh, and we've got Tryndamere is being played by SNX Toasties.
I'm hungry now.
That's interesting. Yeah. And SNX Fair Maiden is playing the Battle Bunny Riven, and indeed.
Okay.
Ezra will just
Aisu.
support that Thresh with a Q. On the lane, which is Riot vacuum pumps.
Yeah.
They've got Chenny G, I
Yep.
think, on the Sin in top lane. They got JDV115 on Elise in the jungle. They got these names are hard to pronounce. Luigi, YG on Ezreal.
That one's
On
easy.
Nami they got October. Yeah, they got October on Nami, and on Kale they got IC maybe you ICO baby Kale. I'm so
Oh,
sorry if
so
I get
many
it.
pings off the purple team.
And yeah, we see quite vacuum pumps spamming their pings everywhere right there, and I'm not sure if, and they're doing it again, and and actually, yeah,
So there's gonna be no invade at the
yeah, there
early
is no
game.
invade. Both junglers are just going to be starting off at the blue buff right now, and just going to safely take those away. And there is a mini engage at the top lane, and Trinity is going to get some damage off as well as Lee Sin, but they are just going to go and back and farm in their lanes.
I just like to point out that Thresh has taken Ignite, so it looks like that Vayne and Thresh will be looking to pick up an early kill.
Yeah, and they are pushing that lane up early to get the early level 2. Fairly common nowadays with the meta changes to get the early level 2 at bot lane, as it is a huge advantage.
Especially
And
with
how do you
Thresh
think these
getting
lanes will turn out?
Well, the ignite goes off
I
on
think
Nami
if
and a flash. Oops.
there's a
So,
pause,
well,
I
There's a
think
pause right
that
now.
even
let's have a look. The flash, I mean the ignite of Thresh goes on to Nami and Nami flashes to get away.
yeah.
If you guys missed that.
In bot lane right now, even though Vayne is fairly weak early game, Ezreal is also not exactly the strongest ADC early game. I think that they played it well and got the a good hook by Thresh, which put Nami on incredibly low health. So Ezreal will have to be playing passive, as Nami won't really be able to do much to help him, other than throwing in the heal.
Yeah.
So it looks like Ezreal will be farming under his turret most of the game. I think.
Although he isn't the worst person to be farming a turret. His Mystic Shot can provide some good
Yeah,
farming ability.
he does basically have 2 auto attacks, which does help farming under the turret a lot, as with Vayne and Tumble.
Yeah. But yeah, they probably need to shut down this Vayne pretty early, in my opinion, as they as Ezreal doesn't scale as well compared to Vayne. And we see a flash by Thresh at the bot lane. He misses the flay though, and he will not be able to get the engage. He did try to get that Nami though, but he was unsuccessful. Bad luck to Thresh there,
Top lane.
using his flash for no reason.
Top lane's been having a few trades.
Yeah, and we see Elise coming up to help there.
Lee Sin has started with the cross armor with 5 pots, so he will have more sustain. Thresh lands the hook. Away.
We see Elise coming in the top push up there. And I think they're trying to lure out this bait here.
Yeah.
And seems to be a lot of lagging right now. Alright, who was the lagger anyways? Let's have a look.
To be honest, I think it might have been Hale because of the slow.
DC mid, yeah. They said DC mid, so yeah, it is Kale by the looks of it. Hopefully this doesn't happen too much this game, but...
Because that will affect it, wouldn't it? The stopping and starting would affect people's combos and stuff.
I guess. I think it's just really just to, I guess, ruin the mojo of the game. If it happens later in the game, you kind of forget what your ward time is and other stuff like that, and you can't really
Do the wards keep counting down while you're in paused?
No.
No.
Okay.
The whole game is for pause, yeah. And I'm just gonna change this video to screen while we're waiting.
Okay. So Lee's gonna continue to try and bait out the Trinderman. There's another
Yeah.
pause.
He is
Looks like-
lower health right now as well.
Yeah. It looks like they really want to make a gank on the Trinderman top lane, so he doesn't get that snowball going, or not the snowball, so they can shut him down.
And yeah, it looks like they're going to be starting up this match fairly soon.
How can you
And-
tell?
I have the chat open, so
Yeah. If you click
Okay.
on the...
I think it's better not for me not to have the chat open.
yeah, probably.
yeah, it looks like Lee Sin is trying to bait out this fight at top lane. He is fairly low, but so is Tryndamere. He may be just playing safe under his turret, and Elise is just going to be backing off there. And we see a hook landing onto Ezreal at bot lane. The flay does go off, and Vayne does get a triple silver bolt on, and they are trying to get the return poke at bot lane. But in my opinion, a successful engage for
Top.
First blood.
oh, they do manage to bait out that fight.
Do you want to go back?
Uh,
Nah, unless you missed it on video.
what
it's all-
happened
it's all
was-
good.
No, I got it. You
That's fine.
guys just didn't commentate on it. Tryndamere is holding top.
We see the hook landing onto onto Ezreal once again, and beautiful Vayne condemn and triple bolt there, and we see the engage onto KO in middle, just a little combo by Riven, but in the end they
Kale's
traded about the
trading
same
flat.
amount of health.
Kale has started with the floss, so she will have a fair amount of sustain.
And once again she engages in middle, another combo going off to on KO there from Riven, and this time Riven comes out on top there.
Looks like this Kale's very confident against this Riven.
Yeah, and we see they are ganking this Tryndamere at top lane once again. The stun does miss by Elise. Elise does go in repel. The chase goes on. She Qs once again, and Lee Sin Q does land, and he does manage to get some more damage down, but they did not get the kill. But they may be able to force Tryndamere out of lane once again after he just teleported.
I
That is,
missed half of that.
Yeah, Riven successfully dived the Kale.
Yeah. I got the
she
Kale
landed-
death, I just didn't get the whole attacking of Tryndamere.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
And I should turn my Skype to do not disturb because people are talking to me.
Juniors. Oopsie.
Looks like bot lane is the top team's being pushed up, and
We've got Udyr coming in with the Thresh Lantern there. The stun goes on to Nami. Triple Bolt does land on Nami, and they will be able to pick up this kill. And Vayne does pick that up, and there's another kill going to Vayne. Vayne is currently 2-0. And fairly good score right now for Vayne. You think Vayne will snowball pretty hard here now that she has picked up 2 kills, Aisu?
yeah, I don't think this bot lane is going to need some jungle pressure to come back. Ezreal doesn't do well against step lanes. He is very easy to bully as he's very squishy. Especially with the Thresh there, able to stun lock it down. The Vayne looks like she has an easy time farming as she is currently 14 CS ahead.
And what do you think of the few ganks in top lane? Making Tryndamere come back, forcing Tryndamere to actually he does die there after Lee Sin kicks him and Qs him to get out of the turret range, and we see Udyr come in to try and get a return kill. Lee Sin's flash is down, but he does have his W up, and he does W to minion, but Udyr does flash, get the stun off, and he gets the Phoenix Dance off. He might be able to get the kill actually. I'm not sure how this will turn out, I assume he's going to get it. W back to a minion, he does get a shield, but Udyr does pick up that kill. But I think Tryndamere is falling fairly behind thanks to those ganks by Elise
Down
early
bot.
on in top lane.
I think that's what they wanted to do was try and shut down the Tryndamere early so he wouldn't have as much of a presence late game.
Yeah. That way, if he does stick to split pushing, he wouldn't have as much presence, I guess, because they will need him in fights, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
And we see Elise coming down bot lane, a flash by Vayne to avoid the cocoon by Elise, and another flash by Thresh there to not be in range after Elise repels down.
It's a good condemned by Vayne to keep the Elise away from her.
And Thresh's ignite went on Nami again.
Both
Lee Sin
flashes
picked
for
up
the blue team are down.
Lee Sin picked up the pickaxe, so that could go into a few items for Lee Sin that are fairly strong. He could get a last twist bar, which will help his burst damage quite a lot, and also a what's it called? Sorry, Ravenous Hydra, which is a much more common item. A good pick, in my opinion.
Did you get that kill, Poivia, that bot lane?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah. Vayne condemned Nami.
Nami into the wall.
Yeah, no, not quite. Didn't quite stun her. But then...
But it was enough.
Yeah, and then she hit her a couple more times again, and then... Voila! Dead Nami.
And
Or
right now,
Sushi.
Trinamir has hit 6, and he is going to be fairly scary. He is going to get that invulnerability just for a while, as we see Lee Sin does engage. There might be a little jungle fight going on, and never mind. Right now we see Udyr coming into top lane, slow by Tryndamere. The stun is going to land by Udyr. Tryndamere does spin in, and he does take a bit of damage by Lee Sin, but
Blue team is pinging that Elise is coming top.
And we see Elise walking straight past this ward in the wet bush. She does ward it herself, and Tryndamere is going to get out of there. And it looks like he actually bought that pink for that bottom half tri-bush in top. What do you think of that?
I think that he thinks that the Lee Sin's pushing up. Sorry, the Elise can tower dive right now. Lee Sin does a lot of damage to Tryndamere, and it wouldn't be too hard to tower it back, even though he does have that invulnerability. Because if Elise does take the turret aggro, she can get rid of it with a repel on her Spider Form E. I think that's called. Yeah, her Spider Form E does get rid of aggro, which is fairly strong for turret dive.
Her repel, yeah. And we see Udyr coming down, looks like towards bottom lane here. He will not be spotted by a ward, and he's gonna possibly run into this Nami, as Nami does get caught out here. Triple shot by Vayne once again, and looks like Thresh is gonna throw the lantern back. Udyr's gonna be flying in with it, but the hook does not land onto any of the targets, and they will be disengaging here. A good kill once again at bot lane for Synthetic, I think. What's the name again? Sorry.
Really?
I think it's something Nexus.
Seraphic
Nexus.
Seraphic Nexus.
Yeah, that one.
That's
And we see the hook landing onto Ezreal there, and we see Ezreal taking a lot of hits by the Vayne, and the red buff does not kill the Ezreal though, but they will be able to push this turret, maybe even take it here. I don't think Elise will be able to defend this successfully. So we see the hook going off by Thresh, but it is not enough, and actually, yeah, they are able to defend it.
Yeah, thanks to the help of Nami.
A huge chunk of health though, being taken out in that bot turret. We may see the first turret going down in bot lane fairly soon. And we all know how scary our Fed. Sorry.
Oh, Vayne. Yeah. Lee and Trynd are doing some trading, but it looks like Trynd does have the greatest sustain, as he has put a Panther Acceptor, and Lee Sin only has 4 damage. And does have the Thorns place, but Trynd is just able to out-sustain.
Yeah. So what do you think of this Vayne picking up 3 kills and 1 assist already in the bot lane? And she's already got a Blade of the Ruined King at 12 minutes in the game. How will this help her snowball in this game? As you see, actually, the ult by Riven and being absorbed by Kayle in the mid lane. That was a perfectly timed ult to absorb that damage from the ult. We see the flash stunned by Riven, the return flash by Kayle, but it is not enough to get away from that 3 talent strike. And Riven picks up a kill in mid lane. Very good.
And Nami goes down.
And we see another 2 kills going to Vayne at the bot lane. And Vayne is snowballing out of control right now. She is 501.
I think Udo might be thinking of taking
Yeah,
Elise's
we
blue.
see Uri trying to quickly take away this blue buff before Elise even notices, and he does manage to take it away just as Elise sees it, and he will be able to get out of there. And I think Dragon will be something both teams are going to be putting in mind right now as
Yes, they found a ward. That always annoys me. How they
Team
can't
is
find
clearing
that
out the
ward.
Dragon.
And I think Purple Team can afford to Dragon right now as the teleport by Tryndamere has been used. If Lee Sin does come down to assist with Dragon, Tryndamere will be stuck up top lane, but they are fairly behind right now, so they might not be able to
Kale
afford to.
gets slaughtered by
I'm sorry,
Riven again.
Yeah,
With the
and
little...
Riven is also snowballing. She's snowballing fairly well as well. She is three kills, 0 deaths, and 0 assists. So
Didn't she get
she's doing
nerfed?
fairly well in mid lane. We see another hook landing onto Nami in the bot lane. The flay does not hit actually, and the box come from Thresh. We see the flash to get the kill onto Nami there. The flash Q by Thresh to get it to land onto that Ezreal, and Vayne does pick up another kill, and she is absolutely a monster right now. She has
Oh.
7 kills, and we see Kale disconnecting and a pause going out by quiet vacuum pumps.
A lot of action happened there.
Yep.
Riven is snowballing onto Kale very hard. She can't really trade with her at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has already... It looks like she's going to be picking up a Bloodthirster, which will...
and it looks like she's picking up red buff as well.
Yeah.
From Purple Team.
Idea wants to give Purple red buff to Riven. It doesn't look very good for Kale right now, as both of her summoners are down as well.
Yeah.
And incredible lead, especially 14 minutes.
Was her nerf really bad, or was it just like a slight one?
In my opinion, it was very slight.
Okay.
It was just a few early game changes, and her late game scaling is much better. So in reality, I think her snowballing is just a bit harder to do. But
I think this Riven's doing fine.
Yeah. Riven is pretty much soloing the mid lane. Not much help from the jungler, from Udyr.
Except for that last Kale death.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's controlling her lane fairly well, as you can expect most bruiser mids to do against mages. It is a very tough lane to get matched up against, especially against a skilled Riven. And I think Dragon will be thought of very soon. The pink by blue team is going to be is staying there, and purple team do not have any vision right now in that bot half besides that tri-bush, so they could take a Dragon without even them knowing. So
yeah, all of the members of Purple Team are at base right now, or dead. So this would actually be a good time for them to take it. Vayne does deal percentage health damage. So
yeah.
even Thresh Vayne could steal it away fairly
I see you glitching up a little bit.
Yeah, you're just a bit laggy here and there, Aisu, but I can kind of understand you. It's okay.
Sorry. Is this better? I think.
Yeah, that's much better.
Yes.
Sorry, I think I had a lag back. Thresh and Vayne could do it. Thresh is fairly tanky, as he has gotten a fair bit of gold from being in this snowballing lane with the new support income. Vayne does have a fair bit of attack speed, which allows her to proc the Silver Bolt very quickly onto Dragon, which does let her take it very quickly. So they could steal it away right now if they wanted to.
It'd be fairly risky though, as their jungler is top half, stealing the red buff by the looks of it, and Elise is just hanging around that bot half. I think Elise is going to be coming down towards that Vayne. She did see Vayne tower dive and escape through that way, so she's probably coming down to meet up with that Vayne right now. And as soon as this game starts, I reckon Elise will be heading straight to Vayne, and there might be a kill for purple team, unless Thresh can get a disengage off with that lantern successfully.
Well, look, I think Thresh will be up there fast. But it does look like Vayne's sticking around. There is a ward right now.
Yeah, we see Elise did not come down straight away towards Vayne, and she could have easily picked up that kill in my opinion, but I guess she did not want to. We see Riven engaging once again onto that KO in the middle. The ult by KO does go off, and the ult by Riven has not been procced yet. So an ult and half his health has been just used there, and I think Riven is in a good position to tower dive right now, but she does not decide to. We see some pings going off onto. Yeah, we see Vayne taking on 3 members in the bot lane. She's almost picked up that Elise, but Udyr comes up and cleans up the mess. But it looks like Udyr is now in a 1v3. But Kale, not Kale, sorry. Kale is actually coming down, but Thresh is there to assist the Udyr. Udyr is going to be trying to take out that pink, but decides to get out of there. And we see Kale coming in through the tri-bush. There is 4 members of of the purple team at bot lane, but we see Riven and Tryndamere reacting to this and split pushing both lanes there. That is in my opinion, a pretty good move, as I believe Udyr is pretty strong and can defend this turret fairly easily against just these 3 members, and they will just give up 2 turrets. The hook lands onto Thresh, not Thresh, Ezreal once again, and a stun by Udyr, but it is not enough to kill him, and they will be trying to back off and get defended base turrets, but they're not. Thresh and Udyr are not letting them, and but Elise and Lee Sin have gone to defend mid and top respectively. We see her engage at bot lane once again. Ignite goes off onto KO, but not quite enough to pick her up. And we see another hook landing onto the Ezreal. Ezreal is Barry is forced, and we see the ult by KO onto Ezreal once again. A huge crit by Vayne almost, and another hook by Thresh, but dies on the turret. Thresh does pick up the kill onto KO with the box, and Elise is here at bot lane. The Ezreal ult does come to repel by Elise, missing, but she also misses her cocoon, and they will not be able to pick up any kills from that. And we see Vayne turning her aggression onto Ezreal here, and Ezreal does fall to Vayne, and Udyr is going to be taking aggression, attacking that Nami. Nami does hit the bubble, and Lee Sin is coming in, and both of these members are fairly low. The flash Q by Lee Sin does not quite hit. He gets condemned into the wall. The 3 hits and the barrier by Vayne, not quite enough to finish that off. Lee Sin does ult and finish, and a kill does get picked up by both Udyr and Lee there. And I was talking for a long time there, so what do you guys think of that?
I think the blue team came out on top of that. As a kill and a fair few assists went onto their Vayne, which is really what they want. Ezreal did die in that fight as he stepped a little too close to the Vayne and was easily able to pick him off. It was a good roam by Lee Sin, but it was unfortunate that he struck the flash.
Yeah, I reckon if he landed that Q, he could have gotten away with a kill and his life. So possibly even a double kill if he had
and
landed that Q.
is
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tryndamere just and we see Lee Sin trying to get a return kill here. And the Q does land, does follow up after the W by Tryndamere. Tryndamere's ult is proc now. He is trying to get out of there. The W onto a ward. He misses the Q once again, but he does hit a minion, and he manages to jump to a minion there, and he does pick up the kill on Tryndamere, and that is a 1-for-1 trade at top lane. And we see Riven absolutely annihilating Nami in the middle there. I have a fair idea of how that happened, and Elise does come in. Looks like he's going to get stunned up by both Udyr and Riven, and she does manage to jump to the minions behind her. The Riven does flash, the Q does land onto Riven by Lee Sin. Lee Sin is stuck there now. The Ezreal ult does come through, he hits only Udyr though, and he would have probably picked up that kill onto oh, and the Thresh hook does hit that Lee Sin running away under turret and managed to pick up that kill. A fairly strong hook. I didn't expect it to kill him.
It was a hook?
It looks like as
yeah,
Max
hook
goes
just...
first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Blue team's showing their dominance with their 10k gold lead. They're making a good advantage of it. Car diving often and coming out on top a lot of the time.
Yeah. It's fairly interesting actually. Despite the lead, they haven't taken a dragon at all yet.
Yeah, I think that they would, at the moment, they think that they don't really need it and would rather apply pressure onto their turrets and maybe try and get an inhibitor if they make a mistake. But it doesn't look like the purple team's going to let that happen just yet.
And once again, we see Tryndamere pushing up a huge wave into that middle turret. He decides to just get out of there and just counter jungle, I guess. And Thresh is standing right on top of a ward. And he notices this and just gets a trinket. And we see Udyr almost catching that Ezreal in that at the white bush, at the white camp. And they do have it warded, and they're gonna try stealing it away. And Udyr does pick it up. Looks like a fight at bot lane and maybe in the top bush, top half of the jungle there. But we see Udyr and Lee Sin and Tryndamere in challenging, fighting it out right now. Tryndamere does fall fairly low, and his ult is popped, and Lee Sin is going to be picking up the kill. But Riven does pick up that kill onto Kayle, and looks like she's out for blood right now, and looking for that Lee Sin.
Riven is in a bad spot.
Yeah, Riven is going to be chased away by 4 members, and she's going to have to dodge this Q by Lee Sin, in my opinion. As soon as this...
Also,
here we go,
Nami's
and
bubbles.
the wall jump by Lee Sin, the Q lands it once again. He's going to reprop that Q, the stun by Lise, and a beautiful... Oh my good... Oh wow!
I don't think that was...
I just missed that. I just missed that. Can we go back 15?
Yeah, Lee Sin...
Can we go back 15? I missed it.
Yeah, let's go, yeah.
Okay.
Just go back to... Press backspace twice. We see Riven getting chased here. As you can see, the Q does land once again. Keep your camera on Riven here. As we see the kick by Lee Sin, and she managed to 3 talent strike to the Thresh Lantern and get away right there. That was a very lucky.
No, I'm further
good...
back than you. Okay, just
Sorry?
wait. So I'm at the part where Elise flashes and cocoons.
Okay. What time is this?
21:05. 6.
Okay, yeah.
I just not much is happening at live. They just farm.
Okay. Yeah, no commentary. Go back to live now.
Okay.
Oh, so much lag.
And right now, there's is it still lagging for you? We see Riven getting caught out right in the inhib turret in middle there, and gets taken out by Lise with the assist of Lee Sin and Nami. Lee Sin does find Tryndamere escaping from in his jungle. He's going to get some huge damage onto Tryndamere. Lee Sin does land his Q. Tryndamere procs his ult, and right now Lee Sin is fairly low. Lee Sin is forced to flash. The lantern by Thresh land on top of Lee Sin, and Hook does pick up the kill on Lee Sin. What a huge amount of damage actually from Thresh. I think he's building damage.
I missed that again.
Did you? Okay, let's jump back.
Go back 30.
30? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, we see Lee Sin chasing this
Just
Tryndamere
wait.
once again.
It's so slow. Just please give me a moment. Okay. Riven gets...
We see here flash by Lee Sin. The Thresh hook does land right on top of Lee Sin there, and we see the huge amount of damage from just the box here, and that is a huge amount. I don't know where that damage came from, and we see Tryndamere just KSing that kill.
Yeah, nowhere near that. Oh, this is just... Oh.
Did you jump to live?
No. I said to go back 30.
At live, it looks like Tryndamere may be able to pick up an
Oh, I'm so sorry about this.
He's continuing. Oh, Kayle had a flash and she does hold.
I'm not going back anymore. If we miss it, we miss it, okay? Because this is just too hard. I'm so sorry.
That's fine. And we see Riven landing the stun onto Elisa. There is no... Oh, there is a... there was no... Wraith camp for her to jump to, and she was not able to escape there. Lee Sin is now caught out. The Wraith camp is now there. Everyone does flash straight over. Lee Sin jumps over, and Lee Sin's attempt to escape was completely ignored by blue team. And now they're just going to be sieging down this turret. They have 3 AD here, 3 melee AD champions. It's going to be completely destroyed, as these champions can push turrets fairly quickly. And we see Vayne also pushing down bot lane. The inhibitor in mid lane looks like it's going to fall unless they are able to do something. I doubt it though. We see Riven turret diving 2 turrets there onto Kale and managing to put a very low. And the inhibitor in middle does fall. The bot turret does fall as well. And this looks like a game-winning situation for the blue team. We see the ult onto Nami to negate a lot of that damage. The box goes out, hitting majority of the members, and we see Elise going desperately hard onto that Riven. Riven does turn, gets a stun off, and a very good counter engage there. We see Tryndamere turning on his aggression onto Lee Sin. He does get picked off. Vayne does pick up a kill onto Ezreal there, and right now it is there is currently 2 members alive on blue team and 3 members alive on purple team, but this is a very strong Vayne, and she could possibly take out majority of them if they overextend. And we see Lee Sin is chasing this Vayne. The Q does land and it condemns straight into the wall there, and we see her almost taking out this Lee. Lee does fall, exhausted by Nami there onto Vayne. Vayne does pick up another kill onto Kale, and looks like Vayne is able to pick up a double kill there in return for Thresh's
Plus the
life.
shutdown goal. Or did that go? Wait, yeah, shutdown goal on someone.
That was a
yeah.
fairly good
Intense.
trade-off for blue team there.
Very good play by Vayne in the grass. A lot of good hooks, and Vayne did some excellent work for that time.
Yeah. And we see
Oh, half a Tryndamere's health.
Just stepping too close.
and the second inhib turret is going to fall here. Oh, maybe not. No, they do not manage to take it. The Nami bubble does land onto Vayne there, and looks like Riven is caught in the running away time there. My words are not coming out right now. And Riven is turning her aggression onto the Kale. Kale does manage to fall. Nami does pick up the kill onto Riven, and Thresh manages to dodge the ult by Nami. Manages to turn his aggression onto Nami as well. Ignite does pick up the kill. Thresh picks up a kill onto Nami there.
I thought it was his
and we see
ultimate.
a hook just barely. No, the Ignite picked it up. We see Twin Shadows landing onto that Ezreal there. Tryndamere is going to be flying over the wall here. The hook lands beautifully onto the Ezreal, and Ezreal does get is standing still. I think I'm lagging.
No.
And yeah.
Well, yeah. That happened to me too,
Yeah,
though.
Ezreal just gave
Wait,
up.
what? Yeah, I think they gave up. Okay, they might have just given up.
Or not. Maybe.
We see the ghost by Tryndamere to chase away that Ezreal. Not Ezreal, the Elise, sorry. I keep getting the champion names wrong.
Oh.
And we see the Nami Bobby. Oh, the hook does land as Lee Sin is in mid-air there, and the Lantern is there to absorb some damage with the shield. Flash by Lee Sin to pick up the double kill. We see Udyr coming in, attacking Nami a couple times, and we see Bubble landing onto it. We see Vayne coming in to join the fight here. Vayne does get three auto attacks there onto Nami, picking up another kill, and we see her turning aggression now onto that Kale, but now she condemns that Lee Sin into the wall. Q does miss, and we see now her aggression turning onto Kale once again, and she picks up a triple kill. Ezreal manages arcade shift over the wall and avoided quadra kill. That could have been a possible.
Ooh, unlucky that her flash was down.
Yeah. And who do you think was a major factor in this game? Poivia and Aisu?
Pardon?
I think the Thresh played really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thresh made some huge huge hooks onto Ezreal at bot lane,
Yeah.
and was able to assist snowballing that Vayne, and she is out of control right now. As you see her, Riven is just standing there, and we see Vayne just 1v3.
Why is she just standing there?
And we see the flash stun by Riven, and I think this is just GG. I don't even think they're playing seriously anymore. We see Nami ult coming through, hits 2 of them. Riven does get a 3-man stun, but she is completely CC'd right now. Her shield does manage to keep her alive. Ignite is ticking on her. The hook lands perfectly onto Lee Sin. Another great hook by Thresh there, and and I think this is possibly the end.
Quite
As
possibly.
we see Kale flashing and queuing the Riven, but it's not quite enough as Riven does have that humongous shield, and we see the flay by Thresher to pick up the kill on Kale, and they are just all they need to do is take out this turret and then the Nexus, and I believe this is GG. Well played.
Blue team did well to maintain their advantage this game. Made a lot of good decisions.
Well done to give you the name. Sorry. Seraphic Nexus. Seraphic Nexus, yeah. And now we're just going to decide on the MVP for this match.
I think we already picked that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thresh did do well landing his hooks in the early game. He did he did a very good job in snowballing that Vayne, as Vayne did end up being
He does
16th.
have the most assists as well.
Yes, doing his support job very well. And congratulations to SNX Superbugs getting the MVP of this match.
Yay!
And thank you Aisu for joining us in this cast
Thank
tonight.
you.
Alright.
And so this is Qualifier signing out.
Legion 2, see you next time.
Stay on.
Bye!